This is me, who I am, what you see. Pieced together through my own self-discovery. A product of my environment, surroundings, people and connections. A figure of your imagination wrapped in rejection. Staring back in the mirror, I've come a long way on reflection. From the moment I was born, they questioned my thriving. Entering dysfunction and a continuation of writhing. Hyper-vigilant responses to read the energy and respond accordingly. Battling from the back pedals without contentment or stability. Later there would be a lesson to learn from that deep-rooted humility. A place where tranquility, peace, and opportunity are a distant dream. Where struggle and perseverance have become a common theme. Subsistence at its finest and endurance at its peak. Desires to break a cycle that's rooted in my bloodline so deep. Rejecting the curses of my ancestral inheritance. Wanting to make a change, but not knowing how. Love songs by the same chord that pierced your heart every time they bled emotion. Expecting the unfamiliar and unknown because that's what was homegrown. Having to pick a side without revelation of the other. I thought he understood. He's the one I call my brother. Traumatized by memories I didn't even see. Well, if one half of me is a monster, then what am I supposed to be? Unearthing my truth through self-discovery. Relentlessly justifying the miscalculations that only others see. Like a sea of sailing boats around me in clear and open water. Whilst battling an ocean storm, Father, why have you forsaken your daughter? I learned to create a peace that was never provided. Learning to love myself, even the parts I was hiding. Overwhelmed with gratitude and doubting I deserve this reward. In a different space, a place that feels new. Relinquishing my childhood trauma. Pain and hurt no longer eclipsing the choices that I make. Or the level of bullshit I'm willing to take. Growing up and glowing up, gaining confidence. And learning that the pathway is managed through endurance. In your eyes, I see the possibility of hope, drawn in by your potential. Visions vivid as though I can see through the peripheral. What is it even about you? It's not words, it's not actions, it's just a feeling. That gut-wrenching feeling that this connection is momentarily fleeting. As you pull away, I'm drawn closer and closer in. Can my feelings save him from what pains within? Addicted to the bind of your energy, the pulling so strong it keeps me coming. Drawn in like a high tide pulls the sea. On my back, legs spread, open for you to be. Whatever you want to be, as long as it's here with me. Energy in the moment feels off, but somehow you feel so right. Feeling you deep, inside my being. I'm not strong enough to fight. Intensity so strong it speaks to every sensuality. Far from anything that's close to my reality. Transported through time as our breathing intertwines. Presumptuously assuming that this one must be mine. Seeing what we both wanted to see. Your impure intentions fueled with my intent. Passion stirred up in me. Binding a bond that will take years to be broken. The formation of our trauma bond is all that's left to be awoken. Blocked by the shadows of my being, blinded by the perceptions that only I am seeing, hoping and praying to live out our wildest dreams, but knowing deep down that absolutely nothing here is as it seems. Seeing the best in you, I feel it's within my nature. Truly knowing my needs could never be catered. I suppose I'll address that point a little later. But later will likely arrive too late, and that's the part of me I've begun to hate. You, or is it me? Knowing you're not equipped for the script, you could never play that role. I can't help but try to save you, telling my empathetic soul. Incapable of purity, constantly fighting insecurities. Gaslit within an inch of itself, I put those red flags back on the shelf. Potentially overreacting is what you've allowed me to tell myself. I know deep down that confusion isn't what's from my creator above. I equally don't want to admit that this could never be a true love. I glimpsed your trauma and defaulted my settings to healing, but the love I was pouring had no conventional ceiling. You ignited a fire with no intention to let it burn. Viewing your cowardness through rose-tinted lenses, I yearn. Pulling me close, then pushing away, translated as passion. Misconstrued, just anxiety presenting in no orderly fashion. Buried deep in the trenches of how your presence makes me feel. Holding on to every possible moment as if I earned the kill. I guess overall, we both had something to gain. But the truth is, I only have myself to blame. The me who wants to feel, see, and move in excitement. The me who seeks healing, peace, and contentment. The me who seeks your attention and affection. The me who internalizes my emotions. The me who bleeds onto others. The me who cuts herself deep like no other. The me who's successful, the overachiever. The me who can't even pull herself together. The me who's contemplated what the world would be like if I were dead. The me who can't pull herself out of this fucking bed. The me who's sick and tired of everybody's shit. The me who feels your pain, every blow, every hit. The me who loves so deeply they refuse to let go. The me with the wall up so high the answer is simply no. The me who's crazy for everyone to see. Fuck it, light the fire, what will be will be. The me who's hungry for you, it cuts like a knife. The me who's so desperate for a perfect life. The me that's been there for them but then felt so alone. The me who's connected through the trauma bond. The me who's reflecting and accepting my ways. The me who prays for better days. The me who's stronger and loving myself. The me who's respecting me retrospectively. The me who's loved ever so deeply. The me who's accepting life exactly for what it is. The me who's so grateful for the journey and the lessons that it brings. The me who's trying to remember there are so many blessings. The me who tries but sometimes fails. The me who's gone off the fucking rails. The me who's evolving and loving how that feels. The me who's scared and doesn't want things to change. The me who trusts and has a deeper faith. The me as a child who never felt safe. The me who doesn't feel like I belong. Syndrome of imposter. The me after a drink who I'll regret was ever on the roster. The me who wants to launch and dance relentlessly in the rain. The me that's not relinquishing but likes to feel a little pain. The me who's healing generational curses through prayer. The me who draws strength even when it doesn't appear to be there. The me who recognizes repeated toxic patterns. The me who sometimes doesn't even realize that it's happened. The me who's healing and breaking trauma bonds. The me whose integrity has to speak out at any cost. The me who wants the best for every single one of them. The me who masks the darkest sides so nobody can see. The me who loves me unconditionally. The me who sought acceptance through the looking glass of others. The me who's learning to give less of themselves and protect their energy. The me who understands that every part of me counts. The me who I'm most proud of. The me who understands. Feeling at peace and comfortable within my own skin. No longer held down by the oppression passed over by my akin. This place feels light and airy. I feel like I can breathe. A place where reflection is permitted without pain. Where the plethora of critical inner thoughts are frozen in frame. Rooms I never saw myself being a part of are calling my name. Environments had grown different from what I had become accustomed to expect. Seeing the pathway more clearly, visions no longer perplexed. Truly understanding the different parts of me that make me who I am. Finding true comfort in the depths of my own presence. Time alone has become my anchor. No longer hiding my pain behind the laughter of banter. Extending myself grace and forgiveness, being gentle with me, and noticing my triggers before they arise for everyone else to see. Learning that not every action requires a reaction from me. Quietening the sounds of my inner critic, whose screams at times are overbearing. Setting the precedent for who and what I wish to be, self-declaring. Not just the perceptions and how I wish to be seen by others, but by me. Observing my reflection and truly loving what I see. Allowing feelings to flow, not blocking them or shutting them down. Self-discovery with pride, wearing my rose-thorned crown. Recognizing the great release and strength in vulnerability. Standing strong in my truths and holding onto my integrity. Choosing right over wrong, even when wrong can be tempting. Calmness over passion, realness over fake. Parts of my being no longer willing to forsake. Setting boundaries and trusting my gut. No longer allowing unhealed wounds to be recut. Emotional regulation and self-witnessing patterns. Trusting the road even without all the answers. Not passing it on. That's what truly matters. When a cycle is broken, true blessings can flourish. I'm learning to breathe through a whirlwind of emotions. I hope you get the gist of this notion.